What is up, guys? Steven here. I'm going to be bringing you an OU replay today. Before I get into that, I just want to say one thanks for all of the support I've been getting. I just started my channel a month ago, and I recently hit 250 subscribers, which is really cool. I know my channel has been found through people like 6 Foot Hacks and the Canadian We Fear and Keo. But it's really cool just having the support, and I am trying to take your feedback into account about my channel. Most of the feedback I've gotten has been either in comments or just on PokeShowdown, and it seems that most people are wanting me to do more PokeShowdown lives, like 30-minute, 40-minute lives, and I have been uploading daily. So I find it kind of hard to justify doing more than one live per week, because that is a lot of content for you all to have to watch, I guess. So I was thinking that tomorrow I could upload a live, and I could make it such that Monday is PokeShowdown Live Day. That makes it very easy for me because I have the whole weekend to get a recording in, and I can upload those on Monday, and that would kickstart the week with a nice live, and I think that seems like a pretty good middle ground for the feedback I've been getting. And now let's get into this battle. This was one of the best battles I have had in a very long time in OU for several reasons. First off, I don't think my opponent nor I really made any misplays, which is extremely rare in my opinion, because stuff happens and you mess up every once in a while. But this game was actually really clean. There was no hacks, and in all honesty, it came down to the end. So it was a really good game. Looking at the team preview, I definitely do not have team preview advantage for several reasons. One, he does have that Mandibuzz, so he's able to defog my hazards relatively quickly, and I do not have a Defiant user like Bisharp, and I am not Defiant Thundurus, I'm just regular Prankster. So I really have no way to prevent him from just defogging other than basically perfect offensive pressure. In addition, if his Magnet Zone is Scarf, then I really can't bring in my Lucario freely because he would outspeed me and kill me. And finally, I have no switch-ins to Mega Pinsir. I do have offensive checks, but I don't have switch-ins, so that's definitely scary. And looking at my team, I believe that Greninja is the one that is going to put in the most work, since I do carry extra Sensory, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump that hits all of his team for at least neutral damage, and basically puts in work against his team. So that's actually what I choose to lead with, as he leads with Magnezone, and again, fearing him to be Scarf, I go into Landorus as he Volt switches, and now he basically has to switch out if he is choiced, so I'm just going to go for U-turn as he goes into his Heatran and I pop his balloon, so that's nice. And now I go into Greninja again because it does put a lot of offensive pressure on his team. So he goes into Latios, and I figured I could just switch up moves and go for Ice Beam here, but he's actually Scarf Latios, which I have not seen at all this gen, and he just destroys my life. So now I can go into Lucario as I am a Steel type, and I just go straight for close combat. I was actually predicting the Magnezone to want to come in on like an SD or something, but Mandibuzz is also a good switch for him. And now he Whirlwinds as I go into my Deoxys defense, and I U-turn, and I want to go back into my Deoxys defense, and I'm hoping he doesn't Whirlwind me again. But he just goes straight for the foul play, so expecting him to expect me to taunt, I just go straight for my rocks as he goes into Pinsir. And I am faster than this before he Mega Evolves, so I taunt, not wanting him to set up. Like I said, I have no switch-ins for this, so I basically have to sack my Deoxys. But that does allow me to go into Thundurus as a nice offensive check, and I predict him to switch into either Magnezone or Heatran and go for Focus Blast. And I catch the incoming Heatran, so that was really nice, and I'm able to kill that off pretty easily. So now he goes into Latios, and it is Scarf, so I want to slow that down as it outspeeds my entire team. So he goes for Psyshock. I live at 22%, which is nice. And since he did go for that Psyshock, I can go into my Landorus since it has good natural defense. And I can just U-turn out as he sacks his Latios. So that was good for me. As I can go into Lucario, and he makes a nice play here. He goes into Keldeo, baiting my Mega Venusaur to come in, and doubles into Pinsir, and he does get that play right. So at this point, like I said, I still have no switch-ins, so I have to sack my Mega Venusaur, which is unfortunate, but it happens. I'm bringing my Landorus to revenge him. Just kidding, I go for U-turn again, predicting him to switch, and at this point I have to bank on the fact that he is not Scarf, and go into my Lucario in close combat, so he ends up being Specs, so that was good for me. And now he goes into his Keldeo, and I try to sack my Landorus, but he misses the Hydro Pump, and reveals Leftovers. So let me try to explain why I was actually upset that he missed that Hydro Pump. Looking at the opponent's remaining team members, Thunderbolt from Thundurus kills everything on his team. I outspeed this Keldeo, I outspeed the Mandibuzz. So if he had killed my Landorus, I would have had a free switch into Thundurus, and I get to click Thunderbolt. And as you remember, I had 22%, so that's enough for 3 Life Orb hits. So, if I went into Thundurus on this, I get Thunderbolt. If he killed his Pinsir, then he just lost because, then I just kill the remaining 2 members with another 2 Thunderbolts. If he sacks the Keldeo, then his only switch in is Pinsir. He goes for Quick Attack, I go into Lucario, Extreme Speed him, and win. If he sacks Mandibuzz, he goes into Pinsir, I predict Quick Attack, Extreme Speed, and win. So I was really upset that he missed the Hydro Pump, because this made the game a lot harder for me, especially since he just revealed that he's Leftovers, so I have to go for Earthquake, because I cannot let him get up a free substitute, or that's just game for me. So like I said, I have to go for Earthquake, as he goes into Mandibuzz, and now this play, this is getting kind of complicated. Now this play is also very interesting, because the opponent has several options. He can Roost, and that would be a pretty decent play for him, as he would get up to a lot of HP. But if I switched into Thundurus, then I would just kill him with Thunderbolt anyway, and we're back into the same situation. He could also Roost when I go into Lucario, and then he's in a very good situation. Or he can Foul Play, predicting my Thundy. So at this point, I figured my only way I could win, I needed to keep my Thundurus alive at all costs. It was my win condition at this point. So I go directly into my Lucario, predicting the Foul Play, trying to hit my Thundurus, and he does go for that. So that was great for me, because I get the justified boost. And we saw earlier that it did 38%, so 38 times 1.5 is definitely more than 51, so that was good for me. And he goes into his Pinsir, but I do carry Extreme Speed, and like we saw, he only had Quick Attack and not Faint, so I do outspeed him and kill him. And now I basically am just going to click Extreme Speed until I die, and I do have 2 Pokemon that outspeed this Keldeo in the back, so I'm not worried about that at all. He finally kills my Lucario, as I now go into Thundurus, and he forfeits because I outspeed him and I win the game. So that was a really good game. I don't think there are any misplays on either side, and I think this replay kind of shows how you have to play if you have the bad team matchup, because the key to winning, especially when using offensive teams, is just determining your win condition and keeping it alive at all costs. And that actually saved me the game with my Thundurus. So that was really good, and it was a good battle. And if you liked this video, please leave a like or a comment, and that would be greatly appreciated. And see you next time.